So I cannot quite believe this. You join me in front of a GR Yaris. I'm literally lost for words. I could actually cry. Check this car out. Yeah, you join me in front of a GR Yaris circuit pack. So I've just taken this for like a short little drive so far, but we're gonna go on some really fun roads. It's super sunny. If you haven't heard of this car, 4-wheel drive, 257 brake horsepower, bespoke Yaris. This is the circuit pack, so you get BBS wheels, lightweight, I believe £1,000 a corner for these. Huge brakes, all bespoke. Really, really cool. Looks so mean and stunning. And it's such a sunny, glorious day as well. A little GR badge. Honestly, initial impressions, this manual gearbox is phenomenal. You get like a carbon fibre roof with a vinyl wrap to kind of protect it. 3-door shape, no Yaris is in 3-door other than this one. No rear wiper, limited slip diff. Twin exhaust pipes, Toyota kind of soft touchy build quality, huge rear disc brakes as well, which is always cool. PS4S tyres, again look really nice. This car looks so mean. I can only thank the owner so much for allowing me the chance to check this car out and to drive it. I'll show you a little bit of the seats, which are super comfy, really comfy. I haven't had any issues with driving position or anything. Wheel is actually like a proper round wheel, which you don't get these days. Manual gearbox, it's so like mechanical, it's brilliant. IMT, which is your auto rev matching for the gearbox. Sport, track, normal. Normal is sort of 60 at the front, 40 at the rear. Sport, 70 at the rear, 30 at the front. Track, 50/50. You get a little plaque here, which I didn't know about as well. This was like a homologation special. So many people have spoken about this car, and I can see why. And honestly, just from the drive so far, oh, it's something else, guys. This is something else. I can't quite believe it. Sorry for any noise. I'm lost for words. Yeah, I can't quite believe that these kind of opportunities happen. You can probably see from my face, I can't believe it. But let's go for a drive, and a proper fun drive, because I've been taking it easy, but there's some fun roads up ahead. So let's try that out, and yeah, you'll join me on the road. But so far, geez, the GR Yaris, does it live up to the hype? Well, within about 30 seconds, yes. Looks a personal preference. For me, I think it looks great. It looks mean. It's got quite a wide track, actually. Just quickly talking on that. There's no sort of messing about. Let's go for a drive. Let's go for a drive. So first impressions of the GR Yaris, taking it for a proper drive. Analog dials and stuff like that. You get a nice cool like GR Yaris start button. Foot on the clutch, start her up. Sounds good, sounds good. There's kind of like a ritual talking to the owner as well to do. Turn off lane keeping assist once the car sort of boots up a little bit. You hold this button down here and basically it will go off. You turn on IMT, which is your manual auto blip downshifting, which I'd rather do on a special manual car like this. I'm not risking anything. Turn off auto start stop, I always do that. People have mentioned about how the window's quite small. I get it from the rear, but I don't notice that much difference. You know, I hear so much talk about this car, but when you're actually in it, you don't really feel those issues. You know, I just think, it's so special. This manual gearbox, you can probably just hear it. It's such a short throw, such a heavy kind of clutch. It feels so mechanical. It's very close. The best I've ever driven is a 981 GT4. It feels just as every good as that. Genuinely, it makes my Golf R, my manual Mark 7 Golf R clutch look rubbish, to be honest with you, straight away. I'm going to try it in sport mode, which is more to the rear, just to get a bit of a feel for it. It is a busy day, but let's have some fun. First impressions, first proper impressions, because I've been taking it so slow for you guys. You know what, I'm so happy to be in it. This is just to let people know, it's like a 1.6 3-cylinder. How they get 260 odd brake horsepower out of this, I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. So you're not looking any much more different in weight than a Fiesta ST, even though it's got 4-wheel drive. How does that make any sense? You know, not that much different to an i20N. Both cars I've driven recently. You can set up like the dash so you can see like which power the wheels go to when you put your foot down. As you can see, I've got it at the moment and it appears at the rear. PSI rating for every tyre, endless. I said it before, I could literally cry. I'm gonna struggle to get my words out. What I often do on my channel as well is I'll write a nice sort of like blog like you would get on sort of like a magazine or something like that. So subscribe to my channel, check out the community section. I'll put this in detail because at the moment I'm just buzzing. I like the auto rev matching personally, particularly when the car is not mine. This actually, well, I'll show you what it means. If I go into second now, it auto does it. It just protects the clutch. The brakes, the one thing that I have noticed is you've got to give it a proper stamp. There's no half-heartedness on the brake. Same with the clutch. You've got to be aggressive. You've got to be focused in how you drive this car. No like little bit on the clutch, little bit on the brake. None of that. You've got to know what you're doing. I am looking forward to this drive. Trust me. National speed limit road. Less tech. Yes, it's a bit plasticky in here. It's Toyota. But I don't mind, it just makes it, it's the reason why it's lightweight. I mean, how do you get a sub 1300 kilo car with four-wheel drive? I don't know. Anyway, we've got a bit of room. Let's go. Oh my God. Short gearing as well, so 50 miles an hour in seconds. Got a gorgeous day to hit today. This is like some of my best roads. You notice it more at the rear. Let's do it all in third. Stamping hard on the brake. Yeah, sport mode you do notice. I was in normal and it felt very front biased. Let's whack it into second with the IMT. That's cool. Hard on the brakes because I know this lorry's going to get in my way. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's super capable. Oh my God. How did Toyota make a car like this? This is a loss leader all day long. There's no way they make money per car on this. Between 30 and 35 grand. This being a circuit pack car, so it's got everything really. And to be honest with you, if I was going to get one of these, I'd either get a base car or a circuit pack. I wouldn't really bother with the navigation one, because you've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto anyway, and you don't really need parking sensors because it comes with reverse camera anyway. So you get all that as standard. Circuit pack makes the suspension firmer, but a standard GR Yaris has still got decent suspension. I really like the quality of the actual like indicators and just the clutch. It's really, really nice. I'm disappointed I'm still behind this truck, but if we go first. And it's of such a whirry little noise. Throttle response is really, really good. And it just, yeah, it feels very, very special. I mean, it's the lightest four-wheel drive car I've ever driven. Yeah, so sport mode, you feel it in the rear. Yeah, this car's quick. My reference for this, guys, is a Mark 7 Golf R four-wheel drive, 300 horsepower. This feels faster. I think they quote something like 5.5 seconds to 60. This, I'd say sub 5. Even with the shorter gearing, it's sub 5. I love the transmission. And because it's the clutch feels a lot more reinforced. It feels like it can take it, it can withstand the power. Right, let's try and give you some feedback. Positives and negatives. Positives. This car is a bespoke, one-of-a-kind car all day long, and it drives like one. It looks like one. If you know and you're a car petrol head, you know what this is all about. 100%. Big positives. Power, loads of power, more than enough. Don't think about modifying this for more power. This has got it. Seats feel really, really good. I really like the driving position personally. I love the wheel, round wheel, lack of tech. Simplicity of the buttons and to change the modes is very, very easy. You've just got 3 modes on there, nothing on the infotainment to play around with. Everything is physical. You've got a nice little WRC plaque at the bottom. How cool is that? Because it's so narrow at the rear, even though it's a small car, you don't feel like intimidated by anyone. It just makes me smile. everything that's gone on, no wonder why this car is just completely sold out everywhere and Toyota can't build enough of them. The circuit pack is a firm ride, but personally for me, I don't really care about that kind of stuff. If you want a slightly softer ride, just get a normal GR Yaris, because that does have slightly softer suspension. It's only the circuit pack which really probably takes it up a notch. Negatives, struggling here. I think the fuel tank is only 40 litres, so you'd struggle to get more than 250 to 300 miles to a tank. This owner has done 10,200 miles in his GR Yaris in the last year, and he's got about 32 miles per gallon average, he was sort of saying, and he sort of showed me as well. I was trying to think, is this like an Audi S1? But it's nothing like an Audi system. It's far more playful. You've got these lightweight BBS wheels. Like I said, the brakes have a bit of travel. You've got to be quite firm and stampy on it, I suppose, but that's just from my experience of driving recent cars. Wow, what a car. What a car. Yeah. I mean, I could just drive around all day, all night, you know, it's fantastic. And it's not just because it's a sunny day to kind of be blown away by it. It literally is a brilliant car. I mean, there's traffic everywhere and I'm still laughing my head off. Like, if you're like, it literally is in its own market. I don't think there is any other cars that kind of compete with it. And like, be honest with me, Fiesta ST and i20N, similar sort of weight, lot less power. You know, they're a good 70 brake horsepower down on this car, and obviously they're front wheel drive. You can get those for about 26 grand, around that sort of mark. It's not really a Golf R or an Audi S3 or that kind of rival, because those cars are sort of in your 40 grand mark. Also, it's got a manual gearbox, which a lot of more powerful cars now have. Just DSG, autos, that's what they go for. Throttle response. Oh man. I actually think, I'm gonna say it, this is probably the most fun car I've ever driven, and I loved my Fiesta ST. This feels more fun. This feels more playful at the rear, just because of that sport mode. But this feels a very capable car. Very, very capable. It's got like a little whistle, like the wastegate when you lift off. Right, Sam, take a breather, have a little think. Blown away. Blown away. What a car, what a car. One of the best cars I've ever driven. GR Yaris, amazing, amazing. What a car, what a car.